Hi, Rob Bowser, antimethodgolf.com. I wanted to go over two training aids that we use here at the Golf Academy at Reynolds Plantation. The first is the Accelerator 2 putting mat. This is one of our favorites as far as for indoor putting, mainly because the material stays smooth. You can roll it up, bring it back out, there's no kinks, you don't need to iron it out. So there's not much memory in the material, so it's great for use over time. The other thing, it's got 3, 5, and 7 feet marked on it, so you can practice different distances. In addition to that, there's a lot of lines to help you with squaring the face, to help you to visualize the target, to help you with path, so a lot of stuff on there that we really like. We typically use this mat in here in the bay in conjunction with the Edge putting rail. So the Edge putting rail is made by outlinegolf.com. They have a lot of great putting training aids. This is my favorite. Because it gives you the feeling of a perfectly arced putting stroke. So the rail is bent back, it's at a 70-degree angle, which is the typical angle of the typical lie angle of a putter. So it gives you the feeling of having the perfectly arced putting stroke. So as the putter travels back, it travels slightly to the inside, and then as it travels in the forward swing, it travels slightly back to the inside. But what I think it helps to communicate is how subtle a perfect arc is. I think oftentimes we see people who think of arc putting as the putter really moving in kind of like a half moon type shape, and this will help to communicate what it feels like to have a perfectly arced stroke. Here's how I would recommend you use it. If you have a ping answer style putter that has like a flat back edge to it, it's even better because you can use it for the face as well. And here's what I mean by that. If I keep the heel of my putter flush to the rail as I go back, so there's no daylight between the heel and the rail, then I know that the face of my club is square to the arc. So it's not only path, it can be used as face as well. Here's how I would use it. I would start without a ball. When I do it, I just go without a ball, and I just make some strokes, stop after each one. So what I mean is don't just go like that, but let the heel run on the rail, and you need to ask yourself, does that feel like my normal putting stroke? Then I would add a ball, I'd do the same thing, hit some putts. Does that feel like my normal stroke? And so most times for me it doesn't. My backstroke, it feels like if the rail weren't there, I'd take it a little bit more to the inside. So that tells me this is a really good training aid for me. If you use this and you go, nope, that feels just like my normal putting stroke, then it's probably not something you struggle with. You have pretty much perfect path, and it's probably not something you struggle with. I would just work on face control. So I'll hit a few putts where I let the heel run back and forth, and then what I do, I think like kind of taking the training wheels off, I move it back just a little bit, and then I hit some putts and try to make sure that as I go back, I don't take the putter inside and clank it, just because that's my tendency. And I hit a few putts on here just to get the feel for it, and to try to make sure that I'm not clanking the rail as I go back. Okay, hope that helps. Rob Bowser, antimethodgolf.com.